That was a good way to start off the Keto New Year, guys. Hey everyone, Dave here, and Happy New Year. Today is, what, January 2nd? I'm actually recording this today, too. Every now and then that does happen. And obviously, it's a new year, guys. It's time to do good on the diet, so we're doing some keto today. We're gonna do a keto cottage cheese buffalo chicken dip that we can make. We can have some now, we can save it for later in the week, and it's a nice make-ahead keto option for anyone looking to go keto this new year. So let's get started. I got this fancy new Ninja Chop blender, guys. I'm trying to set it up for the first time because we do have cottage cheese in this recipe and we will be blending it. I guess that goes like that. Fancy. Is this the base? I don't know what this is. Maybe that's to store it at the end. I got this at daveskitchenmarket.com. Guys, here, New Year's resolution for you all. If you ever need kitchen stuff, check daveskitchenmarket.com first. That's my site. Tons of cool pre-owned stuff for less money than buying it new. Make sure you check daveskitchenmarket.com every time you need something new. Where's the cottage cheese? This actually might be overkill for the half cup of cottage cheese I need to blend, but that's all right. I think it's half a cup, right? Yeah, half a cup. Yeah, there's tons of people on Dave's Kitchen Market out there looking for the best deals on stuff, pre-owned and new, and then putting them on Dave's Kitchen Market so you guys have access to really cool stuff. Make sure you follow the marketplace too, because if people ever do live selling, things like that over there, you'll be notified and all that fun stuff. So you take your half cup of cottage cheese, put it in a blender. You can use like a Ninja Chop or any sort of food processor you want to use. Now this is my first time using this new one, so bear with me. Put it like that. Seems pretty simple so far. Hey, that works pretty good. Look at that. Blend it up. Well, there's a little on the side. Maybe I'll get the spatula here. I know some of you guys are like, Dave, buffalo chicken dip is always keto. It's not always keto. And today we're trying to elevate it. We're trying to make the world's best buffalo chicken dip that is also keto. Ooh, this is interesting. It's making noises. I may be using it wrong. But the other nice thing is we're incorporating cottage cheese, which I've never had a buffalo chicken dip that incorporated cottage cheese, which is great for the keto diet. We're now going to take a mixing bowl and put our cottage cheese in it. We're basically going to make our creamy base right now. And the cottage cheese is the first ingredient of that action. We didn't strain it or anything. I know a lot of times we strain the cottage cheese, but we're not doing that today. We then want to add 8 ounces of cream cheese. And again, part of this is just that I really wanted some buffalo chicken dip for my keto and low carb life that I'm living right now in the new year. You take a whole pack of cream cheese. It's 8 ounces if you're in a different country, and they don't sell them in 8 ounces. How many grams or whatever is that? 226 grams. It's supposed to be softened cream cheese. That's been out for like 45 minutes. Is that softened enough? I don't know. Guys, if you're new to the channel, I am not a professional cook. I just do the best I can. That's all we'll say. Won't belabor the point. Oh, whatever. All right, so we're gonna take back the dirty dish because that's how I roll. I don't wash it between things. I do usually, but literally we just did the cottage cheese. We need a half a cup of sour cream too, and it's all going together in the end, so I'm just gonna use the same measuring thing. I'd like to know if you guys have any New Year's resolutions. Obviously, this might be something you find and watch in November of 2025 or whatever, so still though, you can tell me what you're gonna do next year if you're watching it later. Half a cup of sour cream. I mean, man, a lot of creams in here. It's a very creamy recipe. Now, I know if you're lactose intolerant right now, you're like, oh, I can't have this, too many creams. But think about the diarrhea you may get and how it might help you lose weight. Legal note, this show does not endorse diarrhea as a weight loss program. All right, half a cup of buffalo sauce. This is Frank's RedHot buffalo sauce. Obviously, you need buffalo sauce in your buffalo chicken dip. Plop that in there. Yes, I'm still using the same measuring. I'm gonna retire it now. 3 ingredients is enough. Look at this confusing mess I have. Somehow I've got 2 spoons in there and a spatula. We then need 1/4 cup of ranch dressing, which this might be like the most pocket-sized ranch dressing I've ever bought. I didn't realize it was so small. 1/4 cup of that. Heaping 1/4 cup, I guess. We then want 1 teaspoon of Worcestershire sauce. Worcestershire sauce, whatever. Someone said in the comments how to say it, but I can't remember now. Some people say just call it W sauce. 1 teaspoon. Did I say tablespoon? No, teaspoon's right. Teaspoon of that sauce, the W sauce. And I'm not completely illogical, guys. I did wash it off before going at my spices because obviously that's wet and these are dry. You want to add a teaspoon of garlic powder, a teaspoon of smoked paprika, and a teaspoon of onion powder. like so. You then want a half a teaspoon of salt. This is, I took the branding off, not sponsored. Actually, that wasn't intentional. I don't know who took it off. It's just Morton's. Half a teaspoon of that. And then you're supposed to do a quarter teaspoon of cayenne if you like it a little spicy. I don't probably think I'll do the cayenne. I guess I can take all these extra spoons out of here that were just decor for the last 5 minutes. All right, I got my little portable mixer, my little battery powered mixer, and we're just gonna mix this all up to combine it. And I'm trying not to hit my little spatula, but I want to keep it so I can wipe the sides and get all this stuff off of it. Okay, I got most of that off. Now I can just mix. Myron mixin', the barbecue guy. All right, stir it up really good. Okay, so that's all mixed up. We're gonna set that aside so we can get the chicken ready. I will say buffalo chicken dip is one of those things that really can be hit or miss if you buy them at the store. Like you'll go to Publix and get it and it tastes terrible. And not necessarily, I'm not trying to put Publix on blast. People get mad at me when I do that. Hold on. Someone got mad at me because I said Walmart didn't have good produce. They said that it was wrong for me to say that Walmart doesn't have good produce. And I respond to that person right here, right now. Have you ever seen Walmart's produce? Yeah. It is truly the worst out of all the stores I go to here locally. All right, I'm getting some chicken here. This I picked up last night at 8 p.m. at Walmart. I mean, I'm not trying to hate on Walmart, and I'll eat the Walmart stuff. I'm just saying that like Publix or a lot of these other shops will have better quality when it comes to produce. But someone got mad at me for saying that in a video. All right, so if you couldn't tell, guys, basically I'm just taking a pre-made rotisserie chicken from Wally World, and I'm just tearing it up. We're gonna use this chicken meat in our buffalo chicken dip. And it is a little pink, but that's okay because they cooked it on a rotisserie. And from my Googling, that's kind of always the case because it's like smoked and it's not a big deal. Now I also will say I got 2 of these last night and I ate some of one and I'm not dead. So I know the chickens are fine. So you just want to get a bunch. How much do we need? We need 2 cups of shredded chicken. So I think we're probably going to get that from 1. In the past, I've gotten, chicken from like a rotisserie chicken from Walmart and not even gotten 2 cups out of one, but this is a pretty good sized one. So it should be good. But what I was saying was, not specifically to call out Publix or Walmart or anything, but the best buffalo chicken dip is a dip you make at home. That's the way I always look at it. And if you're trying to do like a keto diet or anything like that, it's always good to have food that tastes great, that you're not gonna be like, ugh, I have to eat this, I hate it. Which happened to me last night, by the way. I think that's probably 2 cups. Let me get the carcass out of here. Probably should remove the skin, right? I don't think you want skin in it. So let me take the skin off. Even though the skin is delicious, I feel like it'd be weird in your buffalo chicken dip. So I'm gonna remove the skin as best I can. But let me know in the comments if you would. Maybe you'd leave it. So yeah, yesterday, I'm on this keto diet and I went to the movie theater and I was like, that's all right, I'm gonna bring my own snacks because I'm a popcorn lover. One of these days, I'm gonna figure out how to do a keto cottage cheese popcorn and shock the world. There's gotta be a way, guys, there's gotta be a way. But I was just like, I'm gonna bring my own snacks. And I brought these like Parm crisps and I brought this Lily's hot chocolate bar. It was all disgusting. I just made bad choices. None of the food I brought was good. And so my friend was sitting there eating the popcorn and I was like, jealous. So chop up your chicken or tear it up, whatever you want. You want 2 cups. I think I got way too much here. Just small pieces. And you can kind of choose. Like, I don't like it too small. But you want 2 cups worth. Okay, and that goes straight into the mix. So that's what I was trying to figure out. I can put it right in there. That's 1 and that's 2. Now, mind you, we could go a little over on this. I could do a little extra chicken. No one's gonna complain if there's a little more chicken. I'll probably do like the 2.5 cups. I don't wanna waste it. But 2 cups is what you're going for. And I think my dog will like the rest of this. I'm impressed, Molly. She heard that. That was impressive. I poured the chicken into her bowl and she instantly got up to go get it. She ain't dumb. Okay, so up next, now again, we're trying to get fancy with this. We're trying to make the world's best keto cottage cheese buffalo chicken dip. And for that, I feel like we need to spare no expense when it comes to the cheese. So I got this Cabot Extra Sharp Vermont. I didn't even get the Walmart brand. And instead of getting the pre-shredded stuff, I'm actually shredding it myself. Obviously, you could just get any sharp cheddar and pre-shredded sharp cheddar and all that stuff. But I wanted to go a little fancy. I'm trying to make it elevated and, impressive and delicious. And so I figured I'd go with this. You want 3/4 cup? I know you're thinking, you're like, Dave, you have 8 million measuring cups. You're right, because I shop at daveskitchenmarket.com. Plop that in there with the chicken and stuff. Gotta check it out. Okay, so this is where things kind of went off the rail. I was trying to get a fancy mozzarella too, but I got these little pearls of mozzarella. like, I wanted to shred my own mozz, but because I got the pearls, I think I'm just gonna put them in full. Is that a bad idea? Like that? And they'll like melt down anyways. So I think it'll be all right. I don't know. I mean, I could try to break them up. Maybe I'll do it that way. Maybe I'll break them all into a half so there's a little more coverage. But you want 3/4 a cup of shredded mozzarella in your bowl as well. You know, I guess I could do that with a knife, right? This has been today's lesson on how to damage your counter with a knife. Put it in there. I'm impatient. There we go. We got mozzarella in there. All right, so now you want to preheat your oven, although you probably should have done it earlier, whatever. 375 degrees preheated on the oven. And then we're taking some crumbled feta and we're doing 1/4 cup of that. How's that for fancy? I told you we're elevating this to fancy town. 1/4 cup of crumbled feta in the mix. You could also use blue cheese if you prefer it. Either one would work. To me, feta is better. See what I did there? So I just set this aside. We're gonna put our mixer back in. We're gonna mix this all up. I don't know if you need a mixer. You could just use a spoon. It's kind of weird. The mixer is kind of a weird choice, but it's working. Only just use a spoon. The mixer is a weird option because it's shooting it everywhere. But hey, you know what? It's starting to look like a buffalo chicken dip. I will say that. Buffalo chicken ranch dip. Here, we'll do it like this. Maybe a little of both. Hand mix and power mix. Now you want to take an 8x8 pan like this one. This one is a Corningware friendship pattern. Come on, all my kitchen nerds know what I'm talking about. And dump it in there. And I know you know I'm gonna say it, guys. This sort of rare vintage Corningware could be found at daveskitchenmarket.com. Kind of flatten the top out here. And I want to spread some cheese over the top. We're gonna go back to that extra sharp Cabot I had and, you know, shred a little bit more of that onto it. Not really shredding well because it's too small. Hold on. There we go. Now it's working. Pretty good? And then it says take some more mozzarella shredded and put it up there, but I'm just gonna throw some of these pearls on there. They'll kind of look cool anyways. We're gonna throw this in the oven, like I said, at 375 degrees, 20 to 25 minutes. All right, so I wanna take some green onions while that's cooking and, you know, dice them up a little. They're gonna be a nice garnish on top that adds some flavor. I will say I'm like, you know, a little bit disturbed. Maybe you saw this, but some guy got caught. He was like on TikTok in the Walmart spraying like bug killer, bug repellent, you know, like roach raid or whatever on the open vegetables and fruit in the produce section. He got arrested, obviously, but that was disturbing. That was a good reminder of why I wash the veggies. Chop these up and set them aside. Usually I forget to add these sorts of garnishes at the end, but hopefully I remember this time. It's been 25 minutes, folks, and our dip is boiling hot. Now, the little pearls of mozzarella didn't really melt that well, but that's okay. Now, what you're supposed to do next is add your green onions. Are they the same as scallions? They're different, right? Green onions to the top, and then you've got your buffalo chicken, cottage cheese buffalo chicken, world's best cottage cheese buffalo chicken dip ready to go. Now this is scorching hot, so I think I should probably let it cool for 5 to 10 minutes before eating it. Now, as far as what you eat it on, that's up to you. You can just eat it straight up, plain, that's fine. You could eat it on one of these low carb, zero carb wraps. Now I do have a recipe on my channel for homemade zero carb wraps or very low carb wraps. A lot of people have problems with these store-bought ones because there's a lot of like weird ingredients. The one I've got on my channel is very easy to make and there's no crazy ingredients in it, so you could do that and kind of make like little wraps out of them, which is what I like to do. You also can use like celery or whatever keto dipper you may prefer. We're gonna come back, here, hold on. It's gonna cool faster if I take it out and put it on a wrap. Let's do that. It looks good. It looks like what I like my, oh, that's too much. That's clearly too much. I don't know what I was thinking. I went overboard there. Hold on, let me take a little off. Let's let it cool for a second before I burn myself. I mean, I'm tempted to just burn myself. I've done it before. You guys tend to enjoy it when I do that. How hot is it? I am gonna try it. That was a good way to start off the keto new year, guys. Oh, I dropped my spoon in there. I just inhaled that one. It was very delicious. Probably some of the best buffalo chicken dip I've ever had. Maybe the best buffalo chicken dip I've ever had. It's super creamy. Let me tell you the macros. So it says this is 8 servings. Each serving, so if you cut it into 8ths or whatever, you can put it in little Tupperwares, 8 little Tupperwares, and have it as like a, you know, each day. Maybe you eat 1 worth, and then the other 7 are each day, you know, lunch or whatever. 278 calories, 22 grams of fat, 18 grams of protein, nice, and 2 net carbs. Let me try it with the celery. ChatGPT recommended celery. I've never tried it before, but I'm gonna try it. Oops. That's very tasty too. Now you do have to like celery. I know some people don't, but that's very tasty too. I asked ChatGPT for the total carbs instead of net, and it said it's 3 carbs per serving, 1 fiber, 2 net. So yeah, fantastic recipe for the new year, guys. I hope you try it. Cottage cheese, buffalo chicken dip. Make sure you check out daveskitchenmarket.com. Use code COOKINGWITHDAVE to save 5 off your first order over there of $10 or more. And we will see you next time. Subscribe if you haven't, all that fun stuff. Bye-bye.